Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today we're unpacking something that honestly kind of shocked me. We're looking at an invisible existential threat that is just quietly dismantling local search traffic for small business owners right now. If you're running a local business and you rely on search traffic to bring people through your front door, you really need to hear this. Because the internet's ground rules, they just changed right under our feet.
So picture this. You're running a thriving restaurant in Buffalo. It's Tuesday night, the kitchen is absolutely humming, tables are seated, and you're just doing your thing, serving happy customers. But at that exact same moment, Google's AI overview is telling the entire world that you are permanently closed. Literally. Why? Just because of some completely unrelated Facebook post about a totally different restaurant in another country that just kind of happened to have a similar name. It's a total hallucination by the machine, but your customers don't know that.
And here is the truly terrifying part for any business owner. There is no phone number to call when a machine eulogizes your business. Seriously, there is no appeal form. There isn't some human at Google you can just ring up and say, hey, wait, I'm still here. When an algorithm makes a random mistake that threatens your livelihood, it happens silently, without any warning, and you have absolutely zero recourse.
So, let's get into Section 1, Disappearing Digital Front Doors. Because, that absolute nightmare scenario for the Buffalo restaurant, it really isn't just an isolated glitch.
The reason this is all happening comes down to one massive number, 72%. Zero-click searches, which is when someone types a question and never actually leaves Google because the AI just answers it for them immediately, have skyrocketed from 54% all the way up to 72%. Google's essentially answering the question before the user clicks on anything. So that traffic from people typing best croissants near me or small business tax help, it just stops arriving. Not because you did anything wrong, but because Google decided to handle the answer themselves.
You really have to understand the sheer scale of this drop. Sierra Interactive analyzed over 25 million impressions, and what they found is just staggering. If a Google AI overview pops up at the very top of the search results, your organic click-through rate plummets by 61%. I mean, think about that. That is an instant, massive loss of potential customers for literally any small operation that relies on being found online.
And this impact, it's building exponentially across the whole internet. Chartbeat tracked organic search traffic across more than 2,500 websites over a 12-month stretch, from November 2024 to November 2025. The results were honestly hard to believe. Global sites saw a 33% decline, and US sites took an unbelievable 38% hit to their organic search traffic. So literally over a third of the web's front door just vanished in a single year.
All right, moving on to Section 2, the $7 solution. You really don't need to panic here, because we're going to look at exactly how to survive this massive shift.
So here's the thing that most small business owners just don't realize. Google's AI couldn't care less about your beautifully designed website. It doesn't appreciate it the way a human customer does. What it actually reads is metadata, specifically something called JSON-LD. Basically, it's structured data markup. It tells the machines exactly what your business is, where it is located, what you sell, and why you matter. If you don't have that data sitting there in a clean format that the AI can easily parse, you are literally invisible to the machine. But here is the exact fix, and it's surprisingly straightforward. Step 1, you grab a custom domain from a registrar, like Pork Bun or Namecheap, which will run you about $7 a year. Step 2, you add local business JSON-LD schema markup to that domain. We are literally talking about feeding the AI about 20 lines of structured code that proves your exact existence. It lists your business name, your address, your hours, your services, your reviews. You're handing the algorithm the exact data it craves, which leaves absolutely zero room for it to guess or hallucinate. Now, when the AI puts together its overview, it needs sources to cite, right? Once you provide that clean data and become the authoritative source, the AI cites you. And the rewards for this are absolutely huge. Research shows this can give you up to a 30% boost in local search visibility. Plus, those rich results, they boost click-through rates by 40%. But the real gold mine here is that brands cited inside AI overviews are seeing a 91% higher paid click-through rate and 35% higher organic clicks. You basically become the go-to source the AI trusts to answer the customer's query. Which brings us to Section 3. The old playbook is dead. And I really need to warn you about this part. See, the old way of doing SEO was all about keyword stuffing. Consultants used to tell you, hey, name your Google business profile something like best pizza in Brooklyn or top-rated plumber near me.
But during the March 2026 core update, Google completely dropped the hammer. They suspended thousands of small business profiles for doing exactly that. People literally woke up and their listings were just gone. The new way? It's entirely built around clean metadata citation. That old playbook is officially completely dead.
Now, of course, Google executives are claiming this massive AI shift only eliminates unhelpful bounce clicks. You know, those searches where someone clicks a result, finds it useless, and immediately bounces back to Google. But here's the catch. They refuse to publish any actual data to back up that claim. So they're out here punishing the old strategies that used to work, refusing to fully explain the real impact, and pretty much just leaving small businesses to fend for themselves in the dark. So, the absolute biggest takeaway from this whole explainer? Being cited by the AI is the new page 1. You have to ask yourself right now, is your business telling the AI exactly who you are with those 20 lines of code? Or are you just sitting back waiting for it to guess? Are you taking control of your digital front door? Or are you waiting for a machine to accidentally declare you permanently closed? In this new AI era, you absolutely have to be the one to tell the machine you exist. So what's your next move going to be?